Can you see my screen?
Yes, we are seeing.
Okay, let us start. Our topic today is surveying equipment and instruments. I have a PowerPoint over here that we shall be doing the presentation. So we start. The topic is surveying equipment. We go to the next. We will start with measuring distances, and this is what we'll be dealing with today. Measuring distances from our history is the method of measuring distance. Long ago, people used to use the chains. The Gunter's chain was used in those days to measure distances, and here is a picture of it. Can you see the Gunter's chain? I hope everyone can see my screen. So we continue. The Gunter's. Yes, any question? Ernest, do you have a question? Ernest? Okay, let us continue. The Gunter's chain was a series of links attached to a handle which included an adjustment for wear and tear. The chain was 22 yards, that is 66 feet long, or 33 meters long. These chains were replaced by 100-foot steel chains. These days we have 25 meters and 50 meters, also 100 meters. 100 feet is equivalent to 33 meters. Any question up to that point? So we go directly to the steel chain, and as you can see, this is a steel chain, and it has been replaced. It replaced the Gunter's chain. In recent years, surveyors have switched to plastic-coated steel chains because of convenience in saving money and also in durability. And that is the photo of the steel chain. We continue. More chains. As you can see, the picture there is the way the chains are graduated. There is the fully graduated chain, which is the modern kind of a chain. And there is the fast foot chain or the cut chain, and there is the extended foot chain, where the measurements are extended depending with where the zero mark is. Coach, you have a question? Coach? Hillary, Coach, you have a question?
No, I'm just okay. Proceed, sir.
Oh, your hand is up.
I haven't raised.
Oh, okay. So we continue reading the survey steel chain. We can see from here that we have just a minute. The survey steel chain. The first step in reading a survey chain is to determine the units that are used. So in a survey chain, you can use feet or meters. There is the imperial system or the metric system. Imperial system consists of inches, feet, and yards. In the metric system, we have centimeters, millimeters, centimeters, and kilometers, and so on. So, knowing that the chain is 100 feet long, having numbers from 0 to 100 indicates that each number is 1 foot of a distance. Each foot has 9 lines or 10 spaces. Those are the intervals. Therefore, each line represents 1 out of 10 or 0.1 of a foot. The reading for this example is 98.6 units. So we move on. This is a fully graduated chain. Then we go to the reading a cut chain. A cut chain is whereby we have the zero mark is from the where we start reading the graduation is from the start, and there is a place where you will have to subtract the readings so that you can obtain the full reading. So let us see in the example. The first foot or chain cut gets its name from the fact that the whole foot reading at the head of the chain must be reduced or cut by the partial foot. In this example, the pin at the head is on the 99 feet mark and the rear pin is on the 0.4 feet. The distance is 99 minus 0.4, which is equals to 98.6. It means that the cut chain has a 0.4 allowance, whereby the readings shall be subtracted from. So you find that as the cut chain is being read and is being spread in the direction of the distance, you shall have an extra 0.4 of which you'll have to subtract. So we continue reading an add chain. The extended foot or add chain gets its name because of an additional foot is added to each end of the chain. So the add chain has the 0 point mark is less by 0.4, which is the standard. So you will have to add a 0.4 of an inch of a feet so as to come up with the correct measurement. So in the example, the partial foot is added to the foot value at the head of the chain. In this example, the head pin is on 99 feet and the rear pin is at 0.7 feet. The distance is 99 plus 0.7 of a foot. So it comes up to 99.7 of a foot. Sometimes the surveyors would round off or truncate, but it is advisable to use the decimal points in the case of cumulative decimals, so that you can get the whole readings from the distance measured. So we go to the steel chain on holder. How to operate it? To rewind the chain on holder, number 1, hold the holder vertically in the left hand. That is, if you are left-handed or right-handed, attach a 100-foot end on the tape with the numbers up so that you can be able to read it. Then wind the tape up, rotating the handle clockwise. That is when you are retracting when you retract the chain so as to come up with the roll itself. Number 4, you remember to wipe the tape with a dry cloth as it is wound up into the handle. So when you use it, you bring it out, and then you in the step number 2, you use it to show to mark the distances, and then after you finished, you rotate it clockwise so as to retract the steel tape back into the pocket, into the handle pocket, and then you can also wipe it for good maintenance. We go to the odometer. An odometer is a wheel measuring tool used to measure distances, and the working principle of the odometer is while the wheel over here is rotating, you are able to calculate when you have a certain circumference, it is able to calculate the rims per movement. So as the rim starts rotating in a certain direction, backward or forward, it is able to calculate the distance that it has moved. and the distance that it will cover will be displayed in this user interface over here. Up here we have the handle of the odometer and we have the user interface. Do we have any question? Thomas, you have a question?
Actually, no, not teacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we can continue.
Yes.
We have a rangefinder. A rangefinder is also called a disto. The civil engineers call it a disto because of the electronic distance measurement, and they are able to use it because it has a laser of which it sends out a signal to a surface, and when the signal travels and comes back, the distance is the speed is multiplied by the time covered so as to come up with the distance. Then you can see for yourself, the rangefinders are used to measure the distance. The primary type uses lasers. So we have many makes. We have Leica, we have Nikon, and the rest. But the principle is the working principle is the same. So laser rangefinders are also called EDMs, or electromagnetic distance measurement. And in this last page of ours, we have the working principle of a disto or a rangefinder. There's the reception and the transmitting phase, and then there's the user interface for the same. And that marks the end of our lesson, unless there is any question. Any question, Hilary? Joy? Okay. We end at that, and thank you for participating and cooperating. See you in the next class.